I thought Yair actually fought way better than I thought he was going to after being off that long. The calf kick was a huge tool that he used and used well and was very accurate in coming back to it throughout the fight. I actually I could the first round was it could go to either guy. I thought
Yeah.
Max had his good moments, and I thought that Yair had his good moments. 3, 4, 2, 3, and 4. Those are Max Holloway's rounds. Going into that fifth round, Yair was in a position he had to stop Max or get a 10-8 to try to get a draw, in my
Yeah.
opinion. And I thought Yair actually won the fifth round. It was
Yeah.
close, but I would have given it to Yair. So, the scores were about right. But man, Max Holloway at times, I thought he let go of things at times. I was like, why did you let go of that? He had the head and arm. Did you see how deep it was?
Yeah.
And I don't
Yep.
know what he felt, and that's he knows. And so, but I was like, oh, he's got that, and then he just let go of it. I was like, why do you let go of that? And then the guillotine was tight. He had that one, and you saw Yair, sitting on his ass to try to spin
Yeah.
out, and it was
Yeah.
still tight. And it's like you let go of it. I'm like, why did he let go of it? But
Well,
he
I think
knows why.
sometimes, yeah, but a lot of times too, like for someone who has as much output as he has in the striking, there's a reason you don't go chasing submissions that you potentially know aren't going to finish. So he's smart in that part. If he felt like you said, fighters know because they feel it when they're in there.
Yeah,
For us on the outside, no matter how much we know about fighting, we're
yeah.
not the one
You
in there
can you can
fighting.
think it's
So
yeah.
we think, we're like, why'd you let it go? I know what you're thinking because I was thinking the same thing when he had that choke. I'm like,
Oh
why'd you let
yeah.
it go? Well, because you knew he didn't have it. And when you have someone like him who has a lot of output in the stand up, but especially with his boxings, the last thing you want to do is blow your arms up
Blow your arms
chasing a
up.
submission that was never there.
Yeah.
But it all started in the first round. This fight was good because Yair Rodriguez came out in the first round and went right to the calf. That changed the dynamic of the fight right from the get.
Yep.
That whole fight, this whole fight would have been a way different fight had he not gone to the calf early in the fight. Because Max he's not the same left-handed. He
No.
has combinations from left hand, but he's not the same fighter left-handed. And you
Way
could
better
just
in the
see,
orthodox stance than he is in the southpaw stance.
yeah, and his confidence and like he doesn't kick a whole lot normally. He does kick, but doesn't kick a whole lot. These guys are gonna have problems. Like gonna have problems with people that kick. Everyone's gonna have problems with fucking Yair. Now, I've been very critical of Yair. Everyone knows this. It's listening to our
Yes, you
channel.
have.
I am very critical of him, but I'm critical of him based off of the outside of the cage performance stuff. The things that have been said, the things that how he handles, his fight contracts, not contract, but the way he approaches, never really makes it to the fight, that kind of stuff. And then leaves, then comes back. Like those are the things that I get frustrated with when you're a young kid. You fought once in 2 years, 2.5 years. You wasted premium time
Oh
to
yes.
to be the champion. I mean, if you like the progressions you would have made, like during that time, if you were active, God, I mean, I really believe he'd probably be champion with that type of performance. The way he
Yeah.
kicks, the way his conditioning is, he puts things together that no one does. I mean, him and the
And
Zabit
he's
fight
got a
would have been
chin,
one of
man.
the yeah, he's got a chin. Him and the Zabit fight would have been one of the best fights
Oh,
probably ever. But that fight just never came to fruition because neither guy could ever seem to get to the fight. But this fight all started off when Max was a minus 700 going into this fight. I would have never have guessed that. I would have never have guessed it was a minus 700. I would have said maybe like a minus 300, 350. I would have thought something like that because of the
yeah.
time off.
Yeah.
Never 700. I would have never have thought 700. Like we've seen like with the style of kicks that he has, the up elbow, the spinning, that little
Dude, he hit
spinning.
Max with that up elbow.
Yeah, he did.
Right when he's up. It's like,
And
how
then
the hell did you get that off?
he connected a little bit with that little what do you call that kick where you do the spiral kick?
Rolling Thunder.
It wasn't a rolling thunder because he didn't hit him with the heel, but he spun and he actually kicked him more with his foot, like 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 a real head kick. But it was like a rolling thunder, but the rolling thunder is more like where you use your heel, right?
Yeah,
Like
normally.
a front flip. Yeah, he does it a little bit more. It looks a little bit nicer.
Yeah. Cleaner.
It looks a little. There was something though in this fight. I had it scored very similar to what the judges had it scored. I could have seen going either way. I thought maybe that that Yair kind of could have maybe have won the second, but he definitely won the fifth. I had him winning the first and the fifth. Second was close. third and fourth were definitely found his that time. But I thought it was a good fight. I thought it was overall it's an amazing fight. But it was all the reason why it was such a great fight. I'm gonna go back to it is because the calf kicks were set up in the beginning by Yair, and it was brilliant. And what he did was he took a page out of Volkanovski's book, and he just ran with it. And his speed of his kick, he didn't even turn his hip. He just kicked, boom, and came back. He was power on it. It was getting there so fast, didn't even have a chance to grab the leg. So that's why he just started pushing him over. So as soon as he saw the leg coming, he just pushed him. So instead of trying to reach down and grab the leg, he just pushed him on the shoulder, so it knocked him off balance. That was brilliant by Max. That was a good adjustment.
Push, yeah, that was a great adjustment by Max. But because of that push, Yair started trying to lean back when he was throwing the kick and was actually falling down at times based upon he didn't want that ability for Max to reach out and touch him and push him. So he was trying to throw it and step back and lean back. And it's like, can't throw it like that. Just do it.
Like I said,
throw it.
I'm going to go back to how critical I am of Yair. But look, I never have ever doubted his skill in the cage. I've never talked bad about any of that. You can't. I just want to see him be active. And I want to see him make a run at the title. He's there. He's probably at number 2 or 3 right now. It should be at probably
3. He's either 3
he's number
or 4.
3. Yeah, he's at 3, I think, and Max was 1. And with that performance, I mean, who's in the middle there?
Brian Ortega.
Brian Ortega is 2, and then behind him is the Korean Zombie.
That's a good fight. Him and Brian Ortega would be a great fight. You know, Zabit, I heard, is making a comeback, so I heard he's healthy. He's back in camp, whatever it is he's doing. But looks like
scheduled.
I don't think he is.
Zabit is?
I think. Let me just check. I'm pretty sure.
I've not heard anything about Zabit.
No, I heard he's back training and that he's ready to go. That he's working to get back into fight shape. But I haven't heard anything about.
He's not scheduled. Sorry.
No. Misinformation. Great job, buddy. But there was something. There was, John, in this fight. There was something I wanted to talk to you about. Mark Goddard, when there was an eye poke, I think it was in the 4th or the 5th. It was the 5th round. Yeah. Max gets poked in the eye.
Yeah.
And Max goes, no, I'm ready. And Mark turns to him and goes, no, you're not. No, yes, I am. Okay. I am ready. Like it's not. I want to just it's not up to the ref to tell me when I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to fight. If I tell you my eye's good, I'm good. Let's go.
Okay.
Now I want to hear your side of. I want to hear the ref.
No, I'm going to give you a complete example of why Mark did what he did.
Okay.
Go to Justin Gaethje versus Mike Chandler. You see how there was that little thing between Mike Beltran and Justin Gaethje, because Mike was slow in stopping when the eye poke happened, and Justin got hit. And so then Mike is asking Justin questions, and I was in that position. Is he answering about the punch? Is he talking about the punch, or is he talking about the poke? Because there was 2 different things. So when you have someone that gets poked many times, fighters, and it's true, they're going to say I'm fine when they're not, and they can't see because they don't want the fight to stop. And so Goddard is sitting. He says, I'm good to go. He says, just take a second. He goes, just take.
He didn't say it that nicely, but yeah, he didn't say that nicely.
That's what he's doing, and he's trying to give him, hey, I just want to make sure that you can see and you're good. You don't have to rush this. And so he's trying to kind of help the fighter, and you've got time. I'm not going to just put you back out there. And so he's trying to make it better for Max. Now, if it was a situation, and as a referee, you got to read it, that a fighter has their opponent exhausted and they want to get back at him because every second they're getting for rest is good for them. Yeah, you'll say, all right, and you'll put him back in without giving that extra time. But in that situation, he was just trying to give him that little extra of, hey.
Yeah, I understood. Take some time. I understood giving him the extra time, but in that scenario, the last thing you want is for Yair to get an extra couple seconds or an extra minute to rest up with his flashiness.
100% agree. Okay.